My ex went viral for a video he made trashing me. I had been dating my boyfriend, I'll call him B, for a year when the pandemic hit. B was an aspiring Broadway actor, and not being able to audition or perform was weighing on him, so he started singing and dancing on TikTok. This gained him a few followers, but he really started to take off when he began vlogging about his life. At first, this was all normal things about his day, but then I saw a video he made where he was complaining that the pandemic had taken a toll on our sex life.
You were still... Whoa.
Welcome back to Delve Deck Stories. Today we have some horrible ex stories. We all have one of those, probably.
List on your hands how many. I wouldn't even really count these two.
Our first story is from Connor, and it's what's something you're still angry about from the original deck. My ex went viral for a video he made trashing me.
Yeah, because you don't even get to defend yourself. No, that would piss me off. And then to make a response video? No,
at this point, everyone's picked a side.
You can't sway the masses.
I had been dating my boyfriend, I'll call him B, for a year when the pandemic hit. He lost his job working in a restaurant and moved in with me to save money on rent because I was able to work from home. B was an aspiring Broadway actor, and not being able to audition or perform was weighing on him, so he started singing and dancing on TikTok. This gained him a few followers, but he really started to take off when he began vlogging about his life. At first, this was all normal things about his day, but then I saw a video he made where he was complaining that the pandemic had taken a toll on our sex life.
You were still... Whoa.
Can't do that.
No.
This isn't... I feel like it's a huge, as a person who obviously is on the internet. I do stand up. Obviously I do jokes about my relationship, but there are
to go to the internet to vent.
Well, yeah, and there's just certain lines that aren't crossed, and if my partner, usually those jokes are run by him. I'm not gonna
anything I put on, if I'm ever making a story time and it even insinuates I am venting about another person, I'm probably can't post this because
right, exactly.
I've gotten in hot water before.
The comments were full of people sharing their grievances about their partners letting themselves go during the pandemic and no longer wanting to have sex because of it. I started going through more of his videos and realized this had become a regular topic for him, talking about all the ways I had been disappointing him and even doing videos about wanting to experiment with opening our relationship.
Oh my God, no.
This is crazy.
This is crazy. That's crazy.
This is so...
Keep in mind, he's also living in this person's apartment and not paying rent. So they're supporting this person and they're trashing them on the internet.
That's crazy.
That's wild behavior.
That's... Gotta go.
That's psychopathic mentality. I can't stand that.
This is the worst kind of actor.
I'm you did such a good job.
I confronted him and he got angry, saying I had never been supportive of his art, which was insane since I was paying all of our bills while he was unemployed.
Oh, that's the gaslightiest gaslighting.
My God. He said he would stop, but then a week later I saw another video where he was saying that I basically treated him like a maid. He had been picking up more slack around the apartment, but again, I was working full time and he wasn't. And I was still cooking for us every night.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts.
We got into another argument and I finally kicked him out. After that, he made a video talking about how awful I was, that I had basically made him homeless, and that I was a narcissist.
Okay, well, all anyone would have to do is scroll through his page and see the countless amount of videos that he made talking about his partner, and then to see Oh, he kicked you out? I wonder why.
But you know that people on the internet, especially if they like him, like have become a parasocial like fan, they're probably like, yeah, no, you're good.
You're so right.
You're so better off. Like you really only get one side of the story.
Guarantee you this guy did not tell his fans that he wasn't bringing in any money and that his partner was paying all the bills and making his life a lot easier so he could pursue his art.
Yeah. This video went viral and was full of people offering to pay him to help him find a new place to live.
Guys.
Good, let them have him.
Guys.
Yeah.
Stop giving your money to people on the internet.
Old men on the internet need to be stopped. That's who I'm assuming it was because...
Whatever.
Now he is a successful influencer and has a popular podcast, and it's all because he trashed me on the internet. I hate it here.
Oh, I hate that too.
That would piss me off.
Sorry.
But well, I don't know. I have conflicted emotions because I was like, you can do a tell-all of being like, well, this is a lie and this is deceitful and this was slanderous and this is blah, blah, blah. But I also have an issue with once someone gets successful, anyone who's ever had a problem with them being like, here's my time to tell you these things about this person.
Like if I went on the internet and trashed, there's no way in hell that he would get on camera and defend himself. There's like not a single world where he would do that, even if he really wanted to, you know? So he may just be a person who doesn't want to.
No, I get that.
But like if it were me and
I'm
somebody,
like,
I would be like, excuse me.
I'm pulling out the whiteboard, the pointed finger. I'm like,
yeah. You're like, this is crazy.
Exhibit A, B, C, D, and F you.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Our next story is from Nicole, and it's what is something you do actually want advice about from the original deck. My ex told our son not to wipe his butt.
It's because it's gay, huh?
It's probably going to be because of that would be my guess.
That's so foul.
I feel like you should be able to get full custody.
Yeah, that's
for
like
this.
negligence.
This was a conversation in Boardwalk's comment section on Facebook recently. Somebody was talking about this exact thing. And I was shocked at how many people were commenting that, like, this is a thing that a lot of men think.
What the heck? No, that's disgusting.
You gotta wipe it. You gotta clean it.
You gotta wipe
get
it
in there.
No, that's disgusting.
Especially if you're a hairy man.
Oh, this is upsetting.
I have been finding my 10-year-old son's underwear increasingly filthy and question him about what was happening. Me, hey, I noticed your underwear is really dirty. Are you wiping your butt after you use the toilet? Son, Dad told me not to. Me, I'm sorry, what? Son, he says only gay guys touch their butts. What the? Did you not realize this about this man when you were dating him?
Is such a fear of being perceived as gay that is the only option they give themselves, because no self-respecting woman with decent hygiene and like understanding.
Cleaning yourself is not gay.
It's not
really
gay.
Fucking weird.
In fact, I love a man that goes and gets a pedicure.
Wrong also with being gay, but anyway, that's another conversation. Me, that's not true. You're going to get a rash. You have to wipe your butt clean every time you use the toilet. That's the other thing. Your assholes are infected, you maniacs. You wonder why you all have colon cancer? God.
Are all assholes infected?
If they're not being wiped.
Oh. I thought just like as a principle,
as
like
a principle, they're all infected.
Fast.
No,
and I was like, what?
No, I mean, I just feel like,
well, that, yeah.
If it's literally just sitting there, you're never wiping your butt.
No, I get that. I thought we were saying as
no.
I don't know things.
Listen, assholes,
wipe your asshole.
If you're cleaning it, it's just another part of the body. It's fine.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway.
Not all assholes, but all of ours.
Son, but Dad said it would make me gay. Me, I promise it won't. So many things. It won't. It doesn't matter. If you are, it's cool. I told my ex he needs to tell our son to start wiping his butt again, but my ex refuses and says I am raising our son to be soft. I am really at my wit's end with this situation. I hate toxic masculinity. Like, this type of masculinity is just like, what are you talking about?
What a horrible
You're making life
father
worse
figure.
for you.
He's making life worse for himself, for his son, for his ex. I imagine he's still single. What woman is putting up with this?
No.
I'm sure that's partly why he's doing it. And he's just like, no, I inconvenience this woman who got away from me.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's diabolical. You think he made this up just to mess with his ex? That's
I think that's part of it. I also just think men are damaged little creatures.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Dude,
They're
that's
pretty.
so
Yeah.
weird.
Oh, this is the thing with the patriarchy. I'm like, it hurts men too. Like, I'm upset about the way it's hurting men.
Please wipe your assholes.
Yes.
All of the time. Wipe until there's nothing on the paper. Sorry.
I have tried to have our pediatrician talk to him, but he doesn't believe her because she is a woman. Literally die.
Okay.
What?
This guy needs to find the chair.
I cannot follow my son into the bathroom. I am not sure what else to do to try to get him to reverse this disgusting new habit.
Get a boyfriend for hire that's really big and manly, like a lumberjack, and just have him spend like a day with your kid and be like, God, I love when my butt is clean.
Yeah.
Like,
It's really cool.
underwear check. This is my favorite part
Yeah,
of the washer.
He needs, first of all, just a better male role model
Uh-huh.
in his life because this is not it. And
No.
he's going to teach him even more terrible
I was gonna say he's
things.
indoctrinating him to like think that women are stupid, submissive, and the enemy, and that taking care of yourself is wrong, and the only way to succeed is by being a big
I
strong
would
man.
also maybe like do the flip thing and be like, girls aren't going to like you. Girls actually hate dirty butts.
Hey, that's actually
and
a
if
good
you're
point.
going to be a straight man, if you want a girlfriend, like
You need
could
to wipe
flip
your
the
butt.
narrative and be like, no girl is going to like that.
That's great.
Another idea for this mom is maybe invest in a bidet, because then he doesn't technically have to touch his own butt. He can just rinse it maybe, and then, he's technically satisfying his desire not to touch his own butt while still having a clean butt. That could be another
Get
solution.
a bidet.
But
Hot
also
take for everyone,
get a better male into this kid's life. Maybe switch to a male pediatrician. And then if it's a male doctor saying it, maybe that'll carry
Help
more
the
weight.
dad.
Yeah,
That's
an
just
idea.
so late. I hate that this has happened this young to this 10-year-old.
Yeah, he needs better male role models.
I'm sure.
Hopefully the
period.
habits can be broken. But file
You've
maybe.
got like male family members who are better.
I would try to file for
I don't
full
know,
custody
like
as well.
brothers.
Big Brothers. Maybe
Yeah.
like a Big Brothers program. You could get like a
yeah.
male mentor that has
Do they
a
still
clean
do
butt.
those?
I think that's a thing.
Yeah.
It's very cool. Maybe I'll do that. I want to be a mentor to a little one. That'd
Do
be
it.
cool.
Our next story is from Anonymous, and it's what's something you're still angry about from the original deck. My ex stole my cat.
Oh,
No.
No, you don't mess with people's pets.
I would go for the tires, then the jugular, and
I would, yeah.
I would
this
commit
is-
war crimes
this is-
for my cat.
I'm pretty sure this is illegal in most, if not many states. It's
Yeah, no
definitely
doubt.
illegal in California. When my last boyfriend and I broke up because he cheated, of course, started the entire narcissistic act, crying on the floor, pretending he was going to kill himself, and then started threatening me if I didn't choose to stay with him. I didn't heed the empty threats as I knew it was a manipulation tactic.
Smart.
I moved out, taking my sweet angel Pepper with me, and thought I'd be free of him forever. Until one day I came home to find my apartment door busted open, my sweet Pepper nowhere to be
Oh
found,
my gosh.
and a note that told me where to go and when to get her back. Wow,
this
you're
guy
going to
thinks
do
he's a
ransom?
supervillain?
This is wild
What
behavior.
the hell? To break and enter just to get back at an ex? Like,
Well,
tell me you have no
also-
self-respect.
Yeah, I'm like, you're going to get arrested,
Yeah.
sir.
You
Like,
literally
this
left
is
a
illegal.
note.
Yeah.
Did you think she was going to be like, I loved him once. I'll never report him.
I mean, he's obviously like mentally unwell.
Yeah, dude, I'm swatting you. Are you kidding?
Well, now I'm no dummy, and since I figured he was crazy enough to maybe do something irrational, I had placed a tracker on his car to make sure I knew if he was following me.
Oh, that's a new one. Stalk before they stalk you.
Reverse stalking 101.
Oh.
Like an AirTag? Although if he has an iPhone, it'll tell you if you're
Yeah.
being tracked.
So good. He probably had a Samsung. Yes.
So I checked his location, saw that he's home, and I rolled on over with a police escort. I don't think he would be bringing my sweet pepper to the meeting spot. If anything, it seemed like the end of a true crime novel, one I wasn't falling for. I mean, yeah, this is obviously when you get police involved. So with half of Milwaukee's police force behind me, I marched on over to his front door and knocked hard. He opened it up. My cat literally raced out from between his feet into the front yard. I chased her and the police chased him, eventually getting him in handcuffs. What a loser.
Couldn't even win in a foot race. Pathetic.
I just am like, who steals someone's cat?
You just said it. He's mentally unwell.
Yeah, this is not a...
This is a...
I feel like, yeah, nobody mentally stable does something like this.
I know what'll really get her back. This will make her love me.
I feel like this man has watched too many movies. And
Yeah.
this was like somehow going to be perceived as this like grand gesture. I don't know.
I truly don't know if his grand plan was to hold my kitty hostage until I got back together with him, but he truly is the worst guy I ever dated. Now it's just me and my kitty, and we are happy that way.
Yay!
Like the ending, but in his alternate reality, he's holding someone hostage in a relationship over their cat. Who
Like,
wants that in a relationship?
It's really insane. And this is like, again, you just need to have friends. If you are a lonely man, friends. Everyone needs friends. If you're a lonely woman, friends. If you're going to do something crazy, friends. Our next story is from Lily, and it's who is the worst person you ever dated and what made them the worst from the venting deck. He dumped me at his parents' house. I met this boy, Kyle, at freshman orientation in college, and we became a couple pretty quickly. By winter break, he was inviting me to come spend the holiday with his family. Winter break between semesters is long, and my parents were not thrilled with being totally skipped for the break. So we agreed to spend 2 weeks with my family and 2 weeks with his before we had to get back to school. Kyle had a car and I did not, so the plan was to drive to his parents' house, stay 2 weeks, drive to my parents' house, and then drive back to school. Just gonna get trapped at this house. God.
Let me out!
We got to his parents' house, and initially things seemed fine. His family was nice. We were having fun, hanging out, playing games, and watching holiday movies. A few days into our stay at his parents' house, Kyle told me he had to run out and that he will be right back. So I stayed behind and worked on this massive jigsaw puzzle with his little sister. Kyle disappeared for the entire rest of the day. I would be so mad about this. This is the first time meeting this person's family. I'm like, when I'm meeting parents, I'm like, you're not even allowed to go to the bathroom. I'm like, you have to stay with me. I'm scared.
I would literally be like, oh my God, he's dead. He's missing. He slipped on ice and he's in a ditch somewhere. Like, we have to go find him. I'm the worst person for this to probably happen to because my OCD is like, we need to call the police right this second. We're having a search party. He should have just told her what was up.
I would be like, where are you going? I don't know.
Yeah, without me.
Yeah. Kyle disappeared for the entire rest of the day. I tried calling and texting, but it all went ignored. His phone was clearly turned off.
What the hell?
I was starting to worry. Around dinner time, his mom asked where he is, and I told her he said he had to run out, but I have no idea where he is. At that point, he came in and said he had to run errands, and it took longer than he thought. I was starting to get suspicious. I tried to ask questions, but I kept getting one-word answers like he was annoyed with me or something.
He saw a hometown girlfriend.
That's insane to bring someone, like, just don't bring her home. Don't bring her home.
I feel like it's not rocket science.
If you're going to cheat over the holiday break, don't bring your girlfriend with you for that.
And maybe
Cheating
not at your house with your parents.
Yeah. Like, what are we doing?
Well, they're college freshmen. This is like teenage boy brain.
Yes.
For sure. This is not good critical thinking.
He was
forgot
like
that.
before, yes, he's like, yes, I love you, like, come with my parents. And then his ex is like texting him and he's like, oh yeah, I know that too.
I'm in town. Yeah,
jeez, yeah.
Babe, we just met up and had dinner. It's not a big deal. Don't make it weird. I can be friends with my exes if I want. Sorry.
We get through dinner, but he's being weird and quiet. And once everyone retires for the night, he says, we have to talk.
Oh.
And then proceeds to break up with me out of nowhere because apparently he was not running errands earlier. He had met up with his high school girlfriend and wanted to get back together with her. I mean, listen, this is horrible. I guess at least he dumped you.
The day of. No stringing along.
I guess.
To me, this sounds like such a whirlwind,
this is
dumb
a terrible
boy.
situation.
Oh, yeah.
This is so stupid.
This is teenage boy behavior.
Oh, yeah.
Now.
Uh-huh.
This is
Yeah.
not adult.
And then in a few months, when it doesn't work out with his high school girlfriend, guess who's going to be getting a call?
Oh,
100%.
immediately when the next semester starts.
Hey, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
It won't happen again. I really liked you.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
I was completely shocked. It really came out of nowhere. Up until this point, he'd been declaring his love for me and planning a future with me. WTF. Now, it wasn't bad enough that I was dumped out of the blue, but I was also stranded at his parents' house in some exurb of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, literally not near anything, and it was 10 p.m. on a weeknight.
That's Amish County, babe. Find a man in a wagon.
Oh. Staying there any longer was out of the question. I had to get the hell away from him immediately. I called up my own parents, who live 2 hours away, and begged them to come get me, which thankfully my mom agreed to do.
Good parents.
All right, I'm glad. I was like, that was what I would do, but then also it's like, how far away are they? But I feel like my parents in this situation would probably be like, all right, I'll buy you a plane ticket if they were super far.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
For sure,
If
the
you're
plane
a parent,
ticket.
You're figuring out how to get your kid home.
Yeah, exactly.
Not tenable.
Waiting for my mom was torture, with Kyle continuing to try to talk to me and me crying and telling him to please just leave me the hell alone.
Read the room, Kyle. You've done enough.
So, like, where are his parents during this? Like, if I were a parent in this situation, I'd be like, God, my son's a idiot. Like,
Didn't she say they went to bed though?
oh, they were
they
probably
might
they
not
were asleep.
know.
They don't even know yet.
I
But
do
then you wake up and she's not there.
Yeah, I was wondering, what is he telling his parents about? Like,
Yeah.
I brought this girl home and she disappeared in the night, and now I'm back with my high school girlfriend.
Yeah.
You're his parents. You're like, what is wrong with you?
Like, what'd you do?
and just know he's going to be like, you don't understand our love.
Finally, my mom got there, and we spent the entire 2-hour drive home cursing Kyle's name.
Yeah. Okay.
I spent the rest of winter break moping around my parents' house, probably driving them crazy. This whole experience was bad enough, but when we got back to school for second semester, I had to deal with Kyle trying to get me to take him back because he realized I was actually the one for him and not the high school girlfriend.
You'd think I would have written this ghost
Did
like
you write this?
No, I literally they're just like a formula. Like men are so dumb. They have
It
the
really-
same
I mean,
patterns.
especially like a college
Oh,
relationship.
for
This is
sure.
just classic. This
Classic.
is so.
This is very teenage boy.
Yeah.
Like everything that you're describing right now.
I realized you are the one. I had a dream about you once. I think you just had guilt, my friend.
Yeah, I think that you wanted to sleep with your high school girlfriend, and now you're back in college, and you're like, wait, but I want to get laid here too.
100%.
How do
We've
I?
all seen this before.
Yeah. Oh, for
At a high
sure.
school boyfriend, not do this exact thing, but do something like this. We're like, we're dating, things are good, breaks up out of nowhere, changed his mind 24 hours later, wants to get back together.
Yeah.
Like, we've all seen this. If you ever dated a teenage boy.
I'm so glad I didn't really date until senior year because then I just got one big bad who cheated on me a few times and
Got it over with.
all
you know?
done. No stringing along here.
Not a chance, Kyle. He sent me countless drunk voice memos crying about how he couldn't live without me and how breaking up with me was the biggest mistake of his life. That's embarrassing, Kyle.
Hell, you're a mess.
Kyle, buddy, you need help.
At first, I kind of enjoyed that he was miserable, but after a few weeks of this, I was getting fed up. This begging and pestering went on for a few months before he finally left me alone, but he easily spent as long trying to get me back as he spent dating me in the first place. I was not about to give him another chance to break my heart and humiliate me, though. I am glad I stayed firm and didn't cave because I met my now husband later that school year, and he is a zillion times better than Kyle.
It'd be hard to be worse than Kyle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's no way she could take him back, but she can go back to his parents' house and be like, "Hi, remember me? I came here. Your son dumped me out of the
friends
blue,"
who have
and-
like gotten back together with their exes. You've done this before, but I feel like anytime the ex is suddenly around me again, I'm just sort of like, hey, guess you're back. Like, I feel like it's weird.
It's weird.
For like other people in the situation, you're just kind of like, oh. I mean, and I guess it depends on who's the person who did the taking back. But I feel like anytime my girlfriends have done it, I'm like, don't we hate this man? What? All right. Anyway, our next story is from Celia. And it's, who is the worst person you ever dated and what made them the worst, from the venting deck. I dumped my cheating ex and then he started dating my roommate.
What a hanger-on.
Yeah, both of them. That's, don't do that. My freshman year of college, I dated this guy, Tim, who lived in the same dorm as me. I will admit that I was not the best roommate in college. I hadn't really figured out the whole picking up after myself thing, and Tim and I would regularly hook up in my room. Sometimes he would even stay the night when my roommate was there and we would have sex. Yeah, that would be annoying to me, Celia.
I might be on the roommate side now.
Yeah.
She's like, what? I wanted to sample after hearing it the whole time.
She's like, it seemed good.
She goes, well, why did you do it next to me if you didn't want me to be intrigued?
My roommate and I didn't really get along anyway, so I guess I didn't care. I know this sounds bad, but I was 18 and finally free. I just wanted to have fun. Yeah. This is, again, another teenage situation. Teenagers are stupid.
Yeah, teenagers, they should not be on their own. They are not ready for it.
Teenagers are just, well, this is why I'm like, people talk about school, like college and how expensive it is. I'm like, I want college to be free because I don't want kids out in the world. I feel like college is a great halfway house between
totally
being in high school and being an adult. Like, leave them on campus. Let them figure out this chaos away from the rest of us.
It really is. It's like Lord of the Flies in the way, because you just have these kids, like, we're all adults legally, and then, we don't really have any structure, and we have a class, but then there's a hierarchy.
Yeah.
What's happening?
I just wanted to have fun. Anyway, I ended up dumping Tim when I got a message on Instagram from some other girl at our school who said she had hooked up with him. And when she went to find him on Instagram, she saw that he had a girlfriend. I was furious and broke up with him.
Yeah.
Well, imagine my surprise when I came back from class one day and opened the door to find Tim and my roommate making out in our room.
They wanted to get caught.
This is just sloppy.
Like, they know what he knows her class schedule. So does her roommate.
Sloppy behavior.
They had to have been doing this on purpose.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is intentional for spite on
the roommate. 100%. Yeah.
So the roommate wasn't ever peeved that she was hearing sex noises. She was very into it.
I think she may have also been peeved, and she was like, "All right,
your turn."
Now I'm flipping the tables. I screamed at him to leave, and then she got mad at me and said I was jealous that he wanted to be with her now. I was like, yeah, duh. He literally just cheated on me. Anyway, we got into a fight, and I stayed in a friend's dorm for the next week. During that time, Tim and my roommate started officially dating, and he hard launched their relationship on Maine. Oh my God. Everyone's being so petty in this story. This is all just like people.
Yeah,
this is all teenagery, though. Yes. Every one of the stories is like 18, 19 years old. This all tracks.
Yes.
They're like, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. You know what I mean?
All of a sudden, the tables were turned, and if I stayed in my dorm room, I had to listen to my cheating ex and my roommate hooking up.
Oh my God. That is what nightmares are made of.
It is a little bit of karmic retribution.
I know. This is, yeah. Way louder than I'd been with him, I might add. I think she was just getting revenge, but they ended up dating another 3 months, and I had to avoid my room as much as possible. Then he cheated on her too, and the experience kind of brought us together.
Oh my God. No, stay away from that girl. Stay away.
Just 18-year-old behavior.
Now they're like, the enemy of that enemy is my bestie.
I lived in a single in college. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend.
Yeah.
Way less drama.
My roommate and I both dorms, we got along fine, luckily, so I didn't have to
Got along with
experience
my
something like
roommates.
this.
Oh, my
But I
freshman
know
year
people
roommates.
who had a bad time and that,
I did too.
yeah.
It was just you morph into this huge friend group, and then it's like all these people that are like, let me help you with everything, and it's like, okay, I don't know you that well.
In hindsight, I probably deserved getting a taste of my own medicine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's, you grow up and you're like, okay, that was crazy.
That was crazy. Did I do that?
Oops. Okay. Our next story is from Alex, and it's who is the worst person you ever dated and what made them the worst from the venting deck. My ex followed me from job to job. Don't stalk people.
So you're a career person, huh?
This is desperate, clingy behavior.
This is, too much. I worked food service in my early 20s and started dating a fellow server, Mark, at one of my first jobs.
Oh, God. Okay, this is not what I had anticipated, but I can see this being a nightmare.
Yeah. Things with him were okay at first, but he wanted to move a lot faster than I did, not just physically, but emotionally. After a month into dating, he was talking about how we should get a place together and talking about what our future kids might look like. Oh, no.
Love bombing, love bombing.
God.
No, this is like a stage 5 clinger.
Yeah.
If anyone says I love you or talks to me about our future before we're even 3 months in, I'm like, you are a ghost. You are not.
Yeah.
You're not real.
He got pouty if I made plans without him. He wanted to hang out every free minute of the day.
Oh, no.
He was so, yeah. This is, no, I can't with clingy people. He was so clingy, I couldn't take it, and I broke things off. He threw a huge childish fit when I told him it was over and insisted I would change my mind, even though I told him I would not. It's like these people, I know it stems from like a lot of anxiety and like an anxious attachment style probably, but I'm like, therapy. Go to therapy. Stop clinging on to other people. After I ended things with him, he kept trying to get my attention at work and trying to get me to take him back. I got fed up and started looking for a new job so I wouldn't have to see him every day. After a few weeks of searching, I got a job waiting tables at another restaurant. Things were peaceful for about a month, and then I'm at work one day and Mark comes up behind me and says, "Oh, hey, Alex, you're working here now? Me too. What a coincidence."
No,
He's stalking you.
he did this on purpose.
Yeah, coincidence. I asked him if he knew I'd been working there, and he insisted he had no idea.
Lies.
I did not believe him for 1 second, and of course, he was right back to his antics at the new job, trying to flirt with me, inviting me to hang out outside of work, asking me why I broke up with him, even though I'd already told him why. He also badmouthed me to coworkers and tried to create drama with them. I complained to our manager, who said he would talk to him, but Mark continued to pester me and make my workdays miserable. I just feel like as a manager, I'd be like, all right, you're not worth this trouble, and fire him.
Yeah,
but,
he's new. He hasn't even earned his keep yet.
Yeah.
Well, they're both kind of new, though.
They are.
Yeah, but she was there
Fire
first.
them both. I don't know. This is just drama. I don't know. I got fed up and decided to just get another job after a few months of this. Less than a month into this new job, I came to work one day and saw Mark sitting at a table with one of our managers clearly interviewing. Mark, get it together, bro. As soon as he left, I told the manager he's my ex and that he was trying to get jobs every place I worked so he could harass me, and begged her not to hire him. I told her I'd left my last 2 jobs because of him. Thankfully, she agreed not to hire him.
Finally.
Thank God. And I feel like on the 3rd job, I would be like giving the man, I'd be like, just a heads up.
This guy's.
Yeah.
If I were Alex, I would just move at this point.
Yes.
Yeah. Use this as an opportunity, witness protection program.
Mm-hmm. Restraining orders, like, I don't know. Mark still came in for dinner several times and even brought dates over.
Oh my God.
I guess trying to make me jealous. Every time I saw him come in, I made sure he didn't get seated in my section and continued to ignore him until he seemed to grow bored of this behavior and stopped showing up. I have since moved to another city, so thankfully my chances of seeing him again are slim, but I have never dealt with such an obnoxious clinger in my life.
He probably just found somebody else to cling to.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
probably what actually stopped him.
Yeah, he needs.
It's giving Joe from you.
I just am like, if you're
Yes.
gonna be clingy, like find another clingy person. Go be clingy together. This is a lot.
Let's hope that's what happened to Mark. He found a clinger.
Our next story is from Anonymous, and it's who is the worst person you ever dated and what made them the worst from the venting deck. My ex sold my nudes and so much worse.
Oh no. I don't wish the best for this one.
Lawsuit.
I wish the worst.
Lawsuit.
Jail. This is illegal. I dated this guy in college that I thought I knew very well, and we were good friends. When we started to hook up, one thing led to another, and I was so excited when he asked to officially be his girlfriend. I tried not to think about how weird it was that we never ever had sex at my apartment, only ever at his. Oh no, is it secret also? He would ask me, I was like, is he filming you without your consent? Okay.
Or he's living with another woman. Who knows?
Yeah. They never had sex at her apartment, only at his.
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. He would ask me daily for new explicit photos. I always said, my body isn't a museum like that. And he said, well, consider it a private museum for my eyes only.
No.
Don't do that.
I've never sent a man nudes, and this is exactly why I do not trust them. Any of them.
Fair. So I began to, especially like now with the internet,
No, absolutely not. You don't know what they're going to do with it.
No. So I began to send him photos every once in a while when he would beg for them. One day I went to the local Starbucks and the barista behind the counter literally could not stop staring at me. I would have been flattered if not for the fact that he wouldn't say a word and just stared with his mouth gaped open. I let it go, told my boyfriend about it, and he told me not to go back to that Starbucks anymore.
Why?
I had a gut feeling, though, that something was very wrong. There was, it wasn't the university I went to, it was ASU. There used to be a website where men would post women's nudes from that university. I know a lot of women who got posted.
That's horrifying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so glad I don't have kids, but if I did, that'd be rule number one. Send nudes.
Glad that never. Oh my god, is that still a thing?
I would assume it hopefully got shut down at some point, but it was also like a message board. So like men would go on and like comment on the pictures and stuff like that. It was very up. It was not
Oh my
good.
god.
But yeah, a lot. I grew up near ASU, so I knew a ton of people that went there, and it was not cool. Don't do that. All right. Anyway. So I kept going back, and every time the guy was super weird. After about 2 weeks of going there and making an effort to be kind and sociable to this worker, he eventually sat down in front of me and told me I needed to leave my boyfriend immediately. When I asked why, he simply pulled open his phone and showed me my own nude. God, I'd be like, don't show me that. I don't want to see that.
Why do you have that pulled up and ready? Were you looking at it in the back? Oh, God.
Apparently, my boyfriend had been using me as a catfish to get paid in Legos for my explicit photos? What?
Kidding. He goes, here's the Death Star Galactica.
What
Do
the
you have
This is the most pathetic thing I've heard.
Legos are expensive, but
this is insane.
Buy your own Legos. Who's asking to get paid in Legos? That's really weird. And when I didn't recognize the barista and kept coming back, he realized what the situation was. I called my boyfriend, told him I was reporting him to the police for his behavior, and he very quickly became my ex-boyfriend. Instead of feeling shame, I told the dean of my college about his behavior and even got him expelled.
Good. I understand,
Thank
but
God.
I would have been out of frame. Yeah, thank God. Thank God. And
This
that
is
will
what
follow
deserves
him
to happen.
forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got rid of the man. It's a shame so many people have seen photos of me I wasn't comfortable sending in the first place, but I make sure every time I remember his existence to search for my ex and report him at whatever job he's managed to keep. Yeah, ruin his life. That's
As you should.
That's very illegal.
It's so illegal. It's so up. It's so immoral. That's someone you trust. And she was coerced into doing it.
Justifiable vendetta for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Our final story is from Leo, and it's who is the worst person you ever dated and what made them the worst from the venting deck. My ex kept making new Instagram accounts to harass me.
This should be Alex's ex's new person.
Yes.
Get them together.
Get them together. I had been dating Bella for about 4 months when she started getting really paranoid that I was cheating on her. I wasn't, but she started showing up to the coffee shop I worked at to confirm I was actually there and would show up to my apartment randomly. I feel bad. I'm sure some guy screwed her over in the past, but it was getting excessive. I tried to talk to her and confirm that I would never cheat, but it wasn't enough. Then one day my mom called and told me she had received a phone call from Bella, who she had never met before, screaming at her for raising a cheater.
This person's crazy.
Yeah, this is therapy would help for
Anxious attachment on
it's
crack.
major anxious attachment. This
is like delusion.
Yes,
This is beyond.
this is
being
paranoia.
mentally. You're.
I would say this is
mentally-
borderline relationship OCD. I know I talk about
I know.
it,
I feel
but,
like it's OCD or like something else that comes with it, like anxiety. It could be
BPD.
like a borderline or a bipolar. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Anyway,
That's
this
a
is rough
hard-
for her.
It
I
is.
feel
Love
bad,
makes
but
you crazy, and if you're already a little crazy, it just makes you nuts.
yeah, you gotta be taking care of that. My mom was like, "Are you cheating on this poor girl? I expect better from you." I'm glad mom was like, "What the bro?" Not like,
My son would never.
yeah. I had to reassure her that no, I was not cheating. Then I talked to Bella and told her it was a huge invasion of privacy and trust to find my mom's phone number and lie to her. Bella broke down and told me that if I wasn't actually cheating, then I wouldn't be upset with her, which again, I was not cheating. I decided that there was nothing else I could do and that I had to end it. I need to be with someone who trusts me, and I had not given Bella any reason not to. She continued to show up to the coffee shop I worked at to scream at me or cry that I needed to take her back.
In front of the patrons, some guy's like, "Can I just get a black coffee refill?" Like,
Please.
please.
Yeah. And she eventually got banned from coming inside. I blocked her number and started staying over at a friend's house so I wouldn't have to find her outside my apartment. I also blocked her on Instagram since she was blowing up my comments and DMs. At the time, I had a public Instagram, and soon a new faceless account started to follow me and tell me how awful I was.
You're like, I give you 2 guesses as to who this is.
I blocked that account. Then she made a new one. I guess I have no way to prove that it was Bella doing this, but I think it's safe to assume. So I made my account private. Then I got a request from an old classmate of mine. I accepted it without thinking of verifying the profile. I quickly realized it was not, in fact, my classmate, but Bella pretending to be someone I went to high school with. This is like a lot of... This is effort on her part.
Yeah, this is
to
an
find
email address for every account.
Yes. I'm surprised that I feel like Instagram should have something in place where he could just be like, this IP address needs
Yeah,
to...
usually it's if you block this account and all others they make.
Yeah.
Usually that does a pretty good job of just...
I wonder what she's doing. I guess she'd be going to
She
like
could have a VPN.
library. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, for this level of behavior,
she's doing a lot of work.
I'd say it's VPN.
Yeah. I started getting really paranoid about every request that came through. Over the next few weeks, it seemed like I was getting a new request every day, sometimes from a random account, sometimes from someone who appeared to know me. She ended up tricking me one more time with an account she seemed to have spent weeks putting together to make it look like it came from a coworker of mine. I accepted the request and started getting all these messages asking if I had a good time when we slept together and if I'd want to do it again. I had never slept with this coworker and was immediately like, Bella, this needs to end. Blocked the account and deleted the app from my phone.
Oh, man.
I didn't log back in for a whole 6 months because I was so freaked out. Luckily, time healed whatever she was going through, and I haven't heard from her since.
Yeah, she just got uninterested.
Yeah, sometimes.
It's a lot of untreated mental illness out
Yes.
there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just therapy.
Texting a man
meds.
to accuse him of something to see if you can catch him in a lie is one of the funniest attempts I have ever heard of. I have a friend who, like, this guy ghosted her and she took it so personally and would not let it go and texted him, I think a month after he'd ghosted her, and was like, I'm going to tell her everything, like insinuating that she had found out about this or that. Like, I was like, girl, we can't be
We
doing
just gotta move
that.
on. We
Yeah.
just
You have friends, and then your friends are like, "Don't do that."
Yeah, I was
See,
like,
the
this is a little odd. Like, don't do that again.
That is it for Delve Deck Stories. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, you can like, subscribe, and check out some of our other videos. And if you have a story that you would like to share with us, you can go to share.delvedeck.com and we might read it on an episode.